This is the most catastrophic destruction, instantaneous destruction I have ever seen in 30 years. And I don't think you're ever going to see any destruction from anywhere, any photo, any picture like this. So I'm going to walk you right through from right at the beginning. Well, that stinks. In my grand motto of life is crap happens, and pretty obvious. I must have kicked a rod out of this thing. So something broke pretty hard because it left well. Everything was great, just and all of a sudden it just went and just I actually thought at first it must have broke the drive shaft in it or something because it was vibrating hard. But obviously not. And there's some oil down in the pan, and I haven't even looked at it farther than that. So we'll just take it back and figure out what's going on. And I didn't even hit the piston delete button, so I wasn't even on the scramble button, wasn't on anything, because it really felt good. And then it felt really good until it didn't. And so otherwise, I mean, still happy with everything. And crap happens. Let's go back and fix it. And make sure we can try to figure out how to make it not happen again. So anyways, I'm Steve Morris, and you guys really need to buy shirts and hats and all that kind of stuff, because now I gotta fix it again. All right, that's it. Well, it is Monday morning early, and obviously we just talked about that it's broke, so I got it up in the air, and before I go to work for the day, I'm just going to take a quick look at this pan. So you're going to see it right. I have not looked at it yet. I've got it up in the air. I see carnage down there, but I've not even looked at it yet. So I'm going to give you the grand opportunity of actually seeing broken parts, I guess. So I'm going to put the camera down there, and I'll take this, get the pan off it here. Well, the first indication that things suck is that my pan has a hole in the bottom of it. 2 holes in the bottom of it. So that's generally not too awful good. Can't see a whole lot right now, besides carnage. So let's get this drip pan off of here. We can be able to see the oil pan. It's funny, I was not as disappointed, but not. It's funny how as the day goes along, and then you get to the next day, how you get more disappointed as you're going along, because it was just so good. I mean, it was just spot on the money. I mean, just perfect. It was just going down the track every single time, getting a little bit faster every single time as I'm just figuring more things out, and it was on a good pass. I mean, it launched right. It did everything right. Felt exactly the same. It didn't lay over. It didn't do anything. It just broke. When I say broke, I mean it just bang. Oh, there's a bunch of. Oh, that's neat. Neat, not as in super cool, but oh wow. How about them apples? Give me 1 second. Wipe this up. I see connecting rods physically out of the oil pan. So you want to see that? That is connecting rod right flat on out of the motor, and there's the rest of the pieces. Oh yeah. Let's see. I throw these in there. Hey, Tyler, can you go grab me a couple towels? Big ones. Look at that. What in the fudge? Wow. Huh. Wow. Holy crap. Well, like I say, you know what really sucks is, oh, there's my bearing. If you notice that bearing, it's not discolored, it's not heated up, it's not anything. That bearing was fine. Um, you know what sucks about being a engine guy, engine builder, and it's I'm not I'm not upset about anything. I think it's there might just be a, a problem, or might just, I don't know. There's obviously it's freaking broke like a mother. I mean, look at this. Um, but you can have stuff that is just perfectly right, and everything is just done right. Everything is correct. Everything is right, and you can still have a problem. Go ahead and just will try getting all this oil all sucked up, since the tray was full of oil. Yeah, just lay it down there on the ground. Oh yeah, there's another. What the heck? Look at that! Wow, holy friggin' a! I think that there is. I think there's another one right there. Um, that crap happens, and parts do break, and we'll just try to figure out what's going on. But it's I'm not blaming anybody. There's nobody to blame, and but that's some pretty crazy carnage there. I've not ever seen exactly that. You can see here. What's this one? I mean that whole other piece of connecting rod I just took out of there. That is freaking crazy. That is freaking crazy. That right there is off the hook. That is the connecting rod, bottom half of the connecting rod. Insane. All right, I'm gonna take the rest of this pan off, or at least try to get the rest of this pan off. I got all the hand bolts off of it, I think, except for one because it's actually stuck on the. It's all part of the. Might not be able to get that one off. Hey, look at this. This is crazy. Here's another rod bearing. Not beat up, not. I mean, it's just whatever. And then it's one of those things where at least admire the absolute carnage. I know the bearing's just all wadded up, but I mean, there's no. It was still good. But I knew it was still good. I mean, it had spot on the money, oil pressure. All I mean, it went and then just failed. So, like I said, it's I feel bad for I don't blame anybody. Crap happens. It does. Thing makes. I mean, it's at this point right there. I mean, it's making pretty close to 4,000 horsepower. I mean, we're not leaning on it super hard. You can see there the surface finish on the bore is still just like spot on the money. I mean, it's like not even beat up or anything. It's like machine marks. But the just it happens, and could be I don't know. Let me see if I gotta get over on this other side. See if I get this freaking bolt out, and can't get it here. Where did my wrench go? Over there. All right, now let's see if I can get this. What is holding up here? I think it's this one bolt right there. I don't think it's gonna come out. Maybe it's part of a half broken something. Let's see. Nope. What the? Let's see here. Yeah, it's definitely that one bolt is holding it up. I can't get it. Well, let me grab a pry bar. Let's see here. Now, I think there we go. Get this pan out. Since it is dangling there by a cord, oil feed. There we go. All right. Well, might as well look up in there first too, I guess, as long as I'm there. Wow. What the fudge? Oh my gosh. I have never seen anything like this ever. Do you notice that there is literally not a single connecting rod left connected to anything? What the fudge? Holy crap. Wow. That is the most amazing thing ever. Holy crap. More bearings. Wow. One more. There is literally not a single connecting rod left in there. Nothing connected. Unfreaking believable. At this point, I'm more worried about getting oil on my floor. But anyways, holy crap. Okay. Now you saw everything they took out of the pan, put it in there. But I mean, I think I took just a few a few chunks of these things out, but everything else was literally laying in this pan that came exited the mass exodus. This is like biblical exodus. Everybody out. Everybody out. Holy crap. Wow. 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 And I'm gonna wipe this up real quick. I don't want to lay in oil. Laying in oil sucks. I don't do that. Holy crap. That ride journal looks pretty nice. There's something that was floating around in there. Same with that. Same with that. Wow. That one's a little beat up. Let's see. But this thing had a lot of crap flailing around in it. My block doesn't look super foobarred. Foobarred enough. Unfreaking believable. Worst carnage. Ouch. Worst carnage I've ever seen. At one time. This thing literally ran the same 60 foot. Actually ran a little bit faster. 60 foot. Ran a little bit faster. 330. It shut off at the 330 and did that. Holy freaking A. These are literally. Look at the carnage. It is. So you gotta keep in mind. So this pretty much. You saw it. It pretty much was how I took the tray off, and then when I was shaking the pan, more stuff was falling out. That's actually, what the thing about something like this is. The thing about this is, I'm actually probably glad it's mine and not a customer's, because this really sucks for customer. And this can happen. This is a failure. So a mass exodus, complete and total failure of I don't know. You can Wow. Incredible. Incredible. Actually, I'm gonna jump back down there and look at this, because there's another interesting part of this. Just the way things just get destroyed or come apart. Notice that there's no piston and no pins in here. I'm gonna jump up underneath there, and you got broken bolts, bullcrap. And obviously a lot of broken rod and a lot of stuff. But let's go down there. I'll do that. Let me get a little cleaner. Don't get all freaking oily. So 1 second. All right. So we're back under here. I got the flashlight. Notice there is a piston and piston pin rod. There's another one. Holy crap. There's the other one. Might not be able to see that, sorry. Sorry, I'm underneath this thing and trying not to get oil all over my freaking camera either, or my phone. You can see that? There's the pin end. Still connected. 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 Wow. Alright, so here is the data log from that pass. We are right clean on a mission. So here you can see this is the time frame. Right? It would have just made the 2-3 gear change. You can see right here, this is, oops, that's oil pressure. Climbing up just like normal. Engine RPM, that's the 1-2 gear change right there. Runs out 8,500 RPM, 45 pounds of boost, 21 degrees of timing. Yeah, let me get rid of that timing number, that don't matter. And it must have made the 2-3, like I said, probably looks like it made the 2-3 gear change. I do data log that, but I really don't care. Because I know that's where it makes it anyway. So, and it just right here, it just gave up the ghost. Your green line is engine RPM, and it just gave it up. You know, actually, I take it back. I don't think that is my. There's a shift output here. And nope. Oh, there's right gear. That's what it was. Let's see. Nope, it was already in third gear. Sorry, I thought it was a little bit late. So yep, so it's right in third gear right there. So it was just in high gear. It's just trucking along, living life, living its best life. You know, oil pressure is still climbing, just real slight. Looked really nice. It's always 117, 115, and right there, 85, 45 pounds of boost. Drive shaft, this is drive shaft RPM right there. That's why that doesn't drop off like a rock, because obviously the car's still moving. Let me get rid of that. And boom. So it just let go. The mass exodus of biblical proportion. All the kids out of the pool. Everybody gone. So let's go back over there. Oh, I got a lot of stuff to do. One more time, and then probably won't be seeing this ever again. Not these kind of broke parts. I've showed you all the carnage, and I've come back and processing this all. And because it is, obviously now I've gotten to that spot where I'm almost just like, I am so amazed at how this has, the carnage. I mean, I'm still processing it, because I have never seen anything like this. I mean, this is like a thermonuclear bomb went off on every connecting rod at the same time. So I'm almost gotten to this point where it's more amazing than discouraging or upsetting or anything. Don't get me wrong. this sucks. I really could break in rods. I mean, this, if you can't afford to fix something like this, you really probably just shouldn't be doing it. Okay, I can afford to fix this. I do not want to fix this. It sucks to have to fix this. I'm losing a lot of money to fix this. But this is just one of those things. I mean, sometimes people get really all upset and super angry about all this, and there's probably going to be a lot of you guys, and I appreciate it. You're going to be angry for me. I appreciate that, but don't get, you're not having to pay for it, so don't get too overly upset. All right. But I did want to talk about, I immediately called, the connecting rod guy, and I appreciate him because he did not tell me I must have done something wrong. That was not the first words out of his mouth. Mainly because he was following us. He was already seeing what was going on, knew where his rods were at, knew what was happening, and he didn't immediately try passing the buck. So that immediately calms the storm, all right? And so I send him pictures of everything, and immediately says there is obviously a problem. And I think that, and so I appreciate that, okay? And there's just not, I can't expect that, this is racing. I don't expect people to, who's going to pay for all this? The only person that's going to pay for all this is me. And that's just the way it is. It is just the way it is. Don't have to get your panties all bunched up because you think that's not fair. Whatever. I can't. If let's pretend this, I didn't have the drip pan on it, and it blew its guts out on the ground like it would have literally blowed its guts on the ground, and I crashed the car. I mean, I just bought a set of connecting rods from the guy, and I can't expect them to buy me a brand new car. I mean, that would be impossible. So, I mean, same thing kind of goes with all this. So don't worry about what I have going on with the connecting rod company. I understand, and I'm not a jerk off that is going to trash people. I'm not that kind of guy. I don't. Believe it or not, Jesus says in the Sermon on the Mount to treat others as you have them treat you. For that covers all the law and the prophets, which basically means, man, you treat somebody as you want to be treated, the golden rule, right? And that actually covers everything. It just is what it is. So we have discovered, and I mean, I am 100% sure that I don't think this is a design flaw. It's not a problem there, but the way this is just totally scattered, this is a million pieces of just scattered stuff. So we're both on the same page that this thing obviously has to have had a bad batch of material. I don't really think it's his fault. He didn't design and make a piece of crap, but the way this totally disintegrated in one, this is a, showed you the log. We'll take a quick look back. I mean, the crankshaft is still turning in the motor right now. And if you look at the data log is, it's spinning RPM. It doesn't shut off and lock up. This thing never locked up. It was still turning. It's still turning right now. This thing had it, the material, maybe it was too brittle. Is the only thing that I can figure. It's so brittle. Once it stress fractured, it probably broke one rod. It sent that piece of rod into everything, and just stuff's 8,500 RPM right there. It just blew everything up. I mean, you can see the connecting rod journals look like I can put the new rods right back on it. It just blew up and scattered. So this is a pretty amazing deal. I mean, even the bolt, Kyle mentioned that bolt looks like it's like it's brand new too. There is just not really a whole lot more to say about it. So But I do want to say, cut this guy some slack. This is racing. This crap happens. This sucks. I'm glad it didn't happen to one of my customers, because at this one, 6 passes into it, honestly, I would have to cover this for a customer. I would cover it for a customer. Have covered stuff like this before. Nothing like this because I've never seen this before ever. But I've had problems and have made things right with customers when it's that quick. And so struggling for words because it is now the end of the day. So I mean, we're like at 8 hours after I took the pan off this and live for you, and now I'm just trying to still processing it because I still look at it and think, what in the fudge? How is that even possible? But this thing was on the identical pass to what it had just done. Everything was perfect, and it just was whoa, whoa, whoa. That was it. Big vibration, mainly because it was throwing all the freaking connecting rods out of it. There's nothing more you can say about it. So I just appreciate you guys watching this, and we'll discuss later if we're ever gonna do anything with parts. But I could put this in a package with a sticker or something. I think that'd be pretty stupid. Anyways, I'm Steve Morris Engines, and like, subscribe, share this because somehow I do need to pay for all this. So hopefully I can recoup some kind of money out of this deal. But this is racing. This is kind of crap that happens. If this was a 350 Chevy that made 350 horsepower, we'd probably go, hey, what the crap, dude? This thing's probably making pretty close. At 45 pounds of boost, it's making pretty close to 4,000. Pretty close, a little bit under 4,000 horsepower. It is what it is. So we're going to fix this thing. We'll be back out. We're coming back out, and when I do come back out, I'm telling you right now, I'm going for a 590. And we're going to turn this thing up because it is really good. So we figure out this 60 foot, and this car is going. Steve Morris, have a great day.